Hello. Good morning, everybody. I didn't even post the link yet. Working on my making sure I don't have any technical difficulties. Well, nice of you guys to find me first. So let me go ahead and do that then. All right. Should be good. Notifications. Hey. I appreciate that. Appreciate you turning on those notifications. And whoever else is here right now. That would be why. Well. Let's boot up the old Weeble. Arc's up 4.6. Okay. Almost erased yesterday's losses. How about that? Bitcoin is doing well. Almost at 54 is pretty good. Wow, Foxel is up 9.5% pre-market. TQQQ 6.6, Teckle 5.9. The S&P bulls are up 2.8. Oil is up a little bit. Energy is up a little bit. Dow is up a little bit. Financial sector is down. Interesting. So that's kind of opposite day. So what does an opposite of an opposite day mean? Normal day? Well, anyways, I am not a fool. We still have more than an hour. Anything can happen. And in fact, we've seen many things happen in an hour. Or even 9 minutes, like yesterday. Within 9 minutes, everything can change. Good morning, everybody. Here we go. Down for that Chinese food review you mentioned. Thanks, man. I can do that. I can easily do that. I could do some weird stuff too. To you guys, maybe it's weird. Actually, that's the funny thing. I see some videos in the West, so like, I don't know, in America or Canada or something, and they do some reviews of Chinese food, and they're just like freaking out, or just not eating it and freaking out, or eating it and freaking out. And it's actually pretty good stuff, in my opinion. Should have sold my ARK puts yesterday before it closed when it was 20% profit. Now I'm going to take a loss. Yeah, well, it happens. I mean, it's hard in times like this. There's so much volatility. It's a roller coaster. So if we're down 10% yesterday, we're up 10% today. I mean, any calls or any options are just going to get decayed. So it's hard. I mean, some wise words that I remember, and I don't even know who said these wise words, but basically it goes like this. If you don't do anything, you don't make a mistake. Of course, the act of not doing anything could be the mistake. So who knows? Who really knows, though? You know what I mean? You know? Because I don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows. But it's hard stuff, though. It's a psychological game. And there's a lot of psychology in it. When I used to trade futures in Asia, man, that was hard. I mean, the hardest thing was there was like one point in the day where you get hit with an overnight fee. So if you hold for more than the 20 hours, then you're going to pay the fee. If you, it was literally, it was my time, it was like 8 a.m. or something. So if I held any position less than, and I closed it before the 8 a.m. ticked over, I don't pay an overnight financing fee. But if I held it past 8 a.m., then I would pay this overnight fee. And speaking of psychology, that just messed with my head even more. Because then it's like, oh man, I don't want to pay the fee. Let's just close the position at 7:59, open it back up at 8:01. But it's not so easy. So really, just every single thing, you think too much about it, and it just messes with everything. And so then it's like, yeah, okay, so 8:01 rolls around, and it's like, well, it's down a little bit though. Maybe in the last 2 minutes it went down a little bit. Yeah, just wait a little bit. Okay, wait for 5 minutes, going down more. Okay, well, how about we wait a couple hours? Let's just write it out for a couple hours. Maybe I can buy back into it at a cheaper price. All as well. 2 hours later, it's up like 25%. And then it's like, okay, well, I missed my chance, but at least I was playing it safe. Let's just go ahead and buy it. Buy into it when it's plus 25% of missed opportunity. And then immediately it crashes back down 15%. It's like, oh man. So, yeah, I don't like trading futures. God. But, hey, really it's a psychological game here. So sometimes less is more. I really do believe that. And I posted a I'm ready for a Green Day. Daddy needs a new pair of Teslas. Yeah. I just need Tesla to go above $600. That's all I need. I mean, actually, I need more than that, but it'll be a start. How much crying is normal? A lot. But not really, though. I mean, if you're crying, then it probably means you invested too much money into this. I was weirdly calm through this. I don't know why. I still am. I'm down a lot of money, but it's okay. I believe, because this time I'm so clear of what's going on. It's so obvious what's going on, and it makes sense that the tech growth and innovation is down. And I'm confident that that's not going to last, because those are the future things. The other things are not the future things that it's transitioning into. But, even I'll buy a little bit of FAS, financial sector bull, and try to capture some of these transition gains. But that would be more of a midterm position for me. Or even if you wanted to do an oil play here, we could. Whatever. But overall, though, seems okay. Just need to be patient. And as Warren Buffett said, the stock market is a transfer of money from the impatient to the patient, and I'm pretty patient. I am pretty patient. I couldn't wait for 10 years and it won't really matter. So, it's all good. It is all good. And if I would have been more patient in the past, because of course hindsight is 2020, but if I look back on back to 2014, 2015, 2016, my earlier investing days, patience would have made me a lot more money. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about it. It's not my first time to the rodeo. But, like the title, you better hold on to your britches, because we're going on a roller coaster ride. Tech growth innovation roller coaster. But as expected, these are highly volatile. What goes up a lot is probably going to come down at least a little bit. So it's not really so much of a shocker. I just, it is what it is. Oh yeah, for sure it'll bounce back. I'm not worried. 10% today. What you smoking? I mean, my Soxel is up 9 pre-market. T triple Q is 6. It's possible. I've seen 10% days. I've seen negative 10% days too. It is possible. But no, I mean, if you think that means if you think that I think that means just the S&P or Nasdaq, no, that would be rather impossible. More so, I would expect to trade flat actually, and I'm pretty sure that is that's actually what's going on. We're probably going to be flat for a while. Because the interest rates, I don't see going, the 10-year treasury interest rates, I don't really see going up so much more, but we'll see. I mean, if you look at this, we were down from around, this is the triple Q, down from 311 to 300, and then we went up back to 309, down to, well, sorry, started at 298 up to 309, and then yesterday we were at 309 and went back down to 298. 299. So it is a little bit of flat, I guess you could say. It's not completely flat, it's more like trampoline, which now if we think about those market watch trampolines, they might be coming in handy. But if we take a look at the 4-hour, we can get a better indication here. A little bit flat here. I prefer for it to be trading flat a little bit higher up, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. I want in on Tesla, but not sure when. I thought yesterday was good, still going down. Maybe I'll buy 2 shares and put and 1 put. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I definitely want in on Tesla. I mean, Tesla's bouncing up today, so yesterday would have been a fine day. But like I said, I think we're probably going to be flat. I don't expect the markets to recover back to what they were a month ago anytime soon, but eventually they will. I would say, I don't know. I'm still making a case, and I know a lot of people think I'm crazy, but it's okay. I don't care. It is all good. But I'm still making the case for 1200 Tesla, and I'm not shy about that. But yeah, my reasoning behind a 1200 Tesla, and I guess 1200 time frame would be more towards about a year, maybe even the end of the year, maybe next January, something like that. So, good morning, Monica. Yeah, I probably wouldn't even get the put on it. I mean, you could though. But if you're gonna get 1 put, then you might as well just get 1 share instead of 2, right? I don't know. But yeah, I think that well, anyways, just to wrap up this Tesla discussion, my case, in case you guys haven't figured that out yet, maybe you're new here. Hopefully, some of you guys are. But my case for Tesla would be, first of all, the full self-driving. I think that the AI and the autonomous driving is a bigger money maker than selling the cars, in my opinion. At least over the next 5 years. And so they're developing that. They're already in the beta testing stage. I don't remember which beta phase they're in, but they're testing it out. And I've seen videos and it looks alright. It looks, I mean, it's way better than anything else. So I think they're pretty far ahead. They have collected much more data than anybody else. I mean, the future of automotives, no matter if it's cars, trucks, like the Tesla truck, what's it called? I forgot. Cybertruck, whatever, and the semis. So I think And well, the semis would be autonomous driving, and then also the well, we would get to that point eventually, and then also the taxis, robo taxis, and not just for Tesla, but for a lot of other companies are going to want to get their piece of the pie as well. So that's first of all is the autonomous driving. Second of all would be the Cybertruck. I think off the top of my head, the truck industry in America is worth like 190 billion. So just assume that Tesla could capture 50 billion in revenue, so per year. Let's just say, could be off, but this is just bar math. So yeah, and no matter if it's 30 to 50 million, sorry, 30 to 50 billion with a B, that's still a decent amount of money. And I'm not sure if that's all priced in yet, because they've got a lot of pre-orders, but we'll see. And over a year or two, that should get more priced in, I would think. And then, not to mention, the next point would be for me would be the Model 2 coming out, which is said to show at the Guangzhou Auto Show in South China in November, December. I think it's November, at the end of this year, this November. And it's priced at $25,000. That will be crazy popular in China. Take it from me. I lived in China for 10 years. I'm here right now. Model 3 is crazy popular. They're everywhere. And they're really cheap for cars. For cars in China. Imported cars. Well, imported, I mean, what I really mean is foreign brands, Western brands. There's a perception that they're better than the Chinese ones, although the Chinese EVs are getting more popular. But anyways, once the $25,000 price, even if it's 25 to 30,000, 35,000, it will be crazy popular. It'll get free plates, which usually cost 12,000 in China. Well, in Shanghai they cost 12,000. Different cities are different prices. But the really good big cities are very expensive, like Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Shanghai, Beijing. And that's where most of the population is concentrated. Anyways, is on the East Coast. So it will be crazy popular, the Model 2. And still the Model 3 is not going anywhere, and it's very cheap. Even the Model 3 is priced at around $42,000, but you get a free plate, license plate, which is 12 usually. I mean, you're already saving a bunch of money there. So it really makes it very, very cheap. In comparison, by the way, Model Ys are starting to hit the streets. I'm starting to see some. I saw some at a Tesla's supercharger station the other day. But nevertheless, that's what I think. I think the Model 2 is going to be crazy popular in China. So I'm not going to sell my Tesla shares, although I might trim a little bit once it goes up some, raise some capital, put it into something else. But yeah, I've still got a big bull case for Tesla. So you know, I'm not even trying to sell you guys on Tesla, but I want some diversification. Just get some ARK K maybe. Something like that. Get a little bit of Tesla exposure. Well, you can buy a few shares. Doesn't really matter, but I mean, I started off buying a few shares and then it split, and all of a sudden I had like, I think I had like 11 shares. Then it split, and all of a sudden I had 55. And then I was like, well, maybe I should get 45 more to make it 100. I did, but that was at the wrong time though. It was totally at the wrong time. Somewhat off topic. What helped get you further in your 1 million journey? What was one big win you got? Well, it was the Soxel. It was the Soxel, and it wasn't an option. It was just commons. So I had dollar cost average everything evenly. Although, hey, thanks for the sub, Eduardo. Appreciate that. So I mean, I bought everything evenly at the beginning of 2020. Equal dollar amount and equal weight. John Mac just subscribed. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. So and then I kind of just let them run, and I didn't touch it. I still haven't rebalanced since 2020, which I need to do. But the thing is, I want to wait until after 12 months because then I can save on taxes. So since I'm dollar cost averaging of at least half of 2020, like into the summer, I was still dollar cost averaging. So I'm gonna wait, balance everything, because I don't want to get hit with income taxes. I would prefer the long-term capital gains. Or just maybe not at all. Maybe it just balanced itself out because now the tech is down, Nasdaq is down, Soxal is down, and cyclicals are up. Dow is up. So I mean, kind of just balance itself out. It might not even need to, but I'll look at it later. Yeah, please smash that like button on this video. I would appreciate that. It really does help out. But really, it was just Soxal. But it's not just Soxal. Although a month ago, Soxal was doing the best by far, like not even close. And then the second would have been the Teckle and then TQQQ. But at this point, things are evening out. I mean, those are up, especially the Soxal. It was up so much since I bought it. I mean, I'm not really sweating right now, but obviously I don't want it to drop more. See. We will see though. But eventually I will start taking profits on some of these things for sure. Yeah, energy and oil is down. Financials is down. Gonna be an interesting one. Clean energy is leading the way. ARC K, ARC F, ARC W, print, OGIG, which is the global world internet giants. ARC G, ARC Q, 420. The SOX is up 3%. That's cool. And then one more I found today, which I probably will write about tomorrow, is CQQQ, which is the China technology ETF. So this one is pretty interesting, and it's gotten just totally killed as well. But it could be a really good recovery play, recovery of the tech sector. So, but I don't think I would be very interested in it. But I thought it was interesting, so I'll watch it just to get an idea of what's going on. Chinese stocks, Chinese tech sector. More so, I would be interested in the OGIG, which is the internet giants of the world. So it has 60% American companies and 20% Chinese companies, and then the rest 20% is split up between Canada, UK, Germany, Japan, Australia, and stuff like that. So I think that one's pretty interesting. And you know, but it's all internet companies, internet giants. So be ready for a roller coaster in times like these. I'm just biding my time on it and no rush. SOX, CQQQ, shaking my head. Lithium one is finally coming up. Nasdaq is up 2%. Tech 1.8. The SPAC ETF is still up. That's cool. 1.17. Should be making money on that. My order hit yesterday. My buzz hit too. That's cool. It's up 1.1. Not bad. S&P is up 0.8. FXI, what is this one again? Oh yeah, this is the iShares China large cap. So this is just Chinese large cap, not specifically tech. So also could be interesting, but I wouldn't put money in this because I would prefer to put money in something that's not just Chinese stocks because something bad would happen. Although you would want exposure to it. So I would feel more comfortable with the OGIG. I really like the direction that one is going because it's 60% American, 20% Chinese, and then the rest is 20% other. I think that's pretty good. And the holdings there, the holdings in it, like the top 10, 20, 30, they're all, especially for the Chinese one, I'm very familiar. I use them in my daily life. I could literally review like Meituan, Pinduoduo, Jingdong, Alibaba, which Alibaba, not really, I use it every day. That's more of a foreign thing, but it's the Taobao. So I totally review all that stuff for you. Good stuff. And then last but not least is Dow Jones, which Dow Jones had a pretty good day yesterday. Hit all-time highs, which is crazy. But not really though. It's kind of expected, but who would have known? I mean, hey, if we literally could have bought Dow Jones ETF, which I did, and I averaged into it with all of my other stuff, although I spiced it up a little bit. Got a UDOW, so it's a 3x Dow Jones. You know, spiced it up a little bit, and we're still decent amount away from pre-COVID levels. So, but that doesn't mean anything because it follows the Dow Jones, but still, just to give you guys an idea. And go back to the Dow Jones one, which is just breaking above pre-COVID level. So that really shows you guys the sometimes these can have some drag. But that's okay. I was dollar cost averaging down here. So, you know, that one's gone very well. That one's gone pretty well. But the most of my portfolio was not in Dow Jones and cyclical. So, overall, not good. Not so bad though. And finally, we're talking about iPod yesterday. I called it out. Finally, it's up. Well, it's up pre-market 4.5 right now, so it's interesting. It's back down. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this evens out around 13, 14 for a while, as long as the market's moving up. And then kind of stalls at 13, 14 before an announcement of the merger target, before a bigger jump up towards 20. So if you want to get some of those, it's cool. But I really like this SPAC ETF because there's just so many there's so many companies inside of this ETF, so many holdings, and just really saves me in research and gives me a lot of diversification. Because it's like, yeah, okay, so SPACs are cool. Really cool to be in SPACs these days. But I don't really care if I have some CCIV like the cool kids or not. You know, I would just like the boring old ETFs. And trust me, this one's not boring. This one is a roller coaster. So, my opinion, I would just like to go with the SPAC ETF. Seems easier, but of course, you're not going to make as much as if you picked a winner. Also, you're not going to lose as much if you picked a loser. So, I like it. I got some print, bought some during the dip, but probably was up around here. We're down on those, and it could be an interesting time to buy. I mean, we're still at the lower portion of my dollar cost averaging down, so it's probably about time to do it. Probably is. Anyways, just checking in on the Discord. Seems like everybody is. Free market tease is in full effect. Yes, it is. Don't really like it. I like it, but I don't like it. Really, I'm focusing on this Soxel. 3.4%. We should be getting close to 10 on the SOXX. Yep, 9.5. Which is not really even that great, considering it was down 16 yesterday. And man, seriously, Frank said it the best. Frank said, I'm pretty sure it's Frank, every time I get off of the live stream and everything is fine, I hang it up for the day. Then just for some reason, the stock market decides to jump off a cliff. Happened again yesterday. How about that? Well, I suppose I could just not have a life and just stay up all night. Just look at my computer. Probably would eventually need glasses. Kevin O'Leary was on CNBC this morning. I really like that guy. You know what, Monica? I actually do too. Zach, so you prefer we watch on YouTube or Twitch? I'm not on Twitch. Can you watch me on Twitch? Is that even possible? I never even used Twitch. Like, I'm never even gone to that website. So, I'm on YouTube. But, I did a poll early on before I wanted to start live streaming, and the poll was, would you prefer YouTube live streaming or Twitch live streaming? And the answer was YouTube, so I just went with it. But I don't really know anything about Twitch. That's the thing. Kevin O'Leary was on CNBC. Yeah, I like that. I like him. Actually, he's not having any of this BS, just like us. Well, I don't know. I cannot speak for you guys, but I speak for myself. He's not having the BS. He's buying the tech. He's shorting the airlines. I know. I saw him on CNBC too. That was like some days ago. That was last week sometime. And yeah. So, and that was a point where I saw Kevin O'Leary, the billionaire investor, get on good old CNBC when the sky is falling. Specifically, tech is falling. Tech is falling out of the sky, and nobody seems that they can catch it. So, yeah, and he said that he was buying the cheap tech, and he was shorting. Literally, he's shorting airline stock, which is, I mean, that's crazy because that's how I felt too. I don't have the balls to short airline stock right now. And as a matter of fact, I guess I own a little bit because of the Buzz ETF has some American in it, and Boeing and stuff like that, which is cool. Not opposed, but I wouldn't be taking a big position on airline stock. Why? Because yes, I know that more people will be traveling. I know that the economy is opening up. I know people want to go out and about and go on vacation this summer and what. And I'm not buying it. When those numbers come out for that quarter of earnings, I don't think it's going to be what people expected. Because still, there's a lot of people financially struggling. If there wasn't, we wouldn't have this stimulus coming out. Which, I mean, who knows? Maybe that's just a conspiracy theory. Maybe nobody needs the stimulus. But I just have a feeling people need the stimulus. And the stimulus, $1,400, is not going to be enough to take a vacation with. So I have a feeling that the majority of people, which are getting the stimulus, and that majority are not going to be able to go traveling. Maybe they'll drive down to the coast, hang out at a beach for 8 hours, and then come back if they live by a coast. Or maybe if they live by a mountain, they'll go take a hike, go to a park, do something like that. But as far as flying across country with their family, taking a vacation, I don't know. I'm just not buying it. Because it costs money. And people don't have as much disposable income right now. That's my opinion. So I just feel like, yes, it's all hyped right now. So probably it will go up. And I'm not saying it's not going to go up. But I'm not going to buy a lot of it. Although probably you could. And you could make money. And then you could sell it before the summertime or whatever. Short-term play. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm trying to be conservative. And I'm not really seeing that. I'm trying to, because I cut all my short-term positions and really just focusing on things that I can see myself holding for the next 5 to 10 years, because this is a kind of like a tech crisis. I don't really want to make any rash decisions here and moves that I'm going to regret more than I have already since this started. So I'm just going to chill. I don't really see it. You know what? Hopefully I'm wrong. Because first of all, Buzz ETF has airline stock in it. Second of all, I wish everybody the best and hopefully they can have lovely summer vacations. But for some reason, I'm really skeptical. So then, leads me to my next point of, okay, so I saw Kevin O'Leary on CNBC saying he's shorting airline stock. Well, okay, I'm assuming he's not a dummy. Since he is one of the richest people in America, he must have done something right, you know what I mean? Maybe not. Maybe he got lucky. Who knows? But I would assume he's a little bit more successful than some of these other talking heads who I've never heard of before, who think the sky is falling, who are just really trying to hammer down the fact that the sky is falling, and just fear-mongering in general. So I don't know. Who are you going to trust? Who knows? There's nobody you can trust. You literally can't trust anybody. Unless it's your mom, and your mom probably doesn't have stock market advice for you. So, once I saw that interview, and I don't know if anybody else has seen the same interview I'm talking about. I suppose I can find it on YouTube. Yeah, let's do that. How about that? And we can watch it. And I don't know if I'm going to get copyright, but I guess it doesn't matter because this is not monetized. So nothing can go wrong, right? Actually, I don't know about that. So as soon as I saw Kevin O'Leary say he's shorting airline stocks, I started looking into what's he investing in, and then I see the OGIG, I see the OUSA, which I know OUSA, he's a big dividend fan if you've been following along. He said multiple times that he won't invest in any stock unless it pays a dividend. Okay. Well, you know, he's buying all of these tech stocks, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them don't pay dividends. And if they do, it's literally nothing. Because those high growth, they're taking the money and investing it back into the company. So no, they're not going to pay dividends. The ones that are paying dividends are either A, trying to appease their investors, and they're limiting their growth, or B, the stock sucks and it's going to go down by 10% a year, so they're probably going to have to pay you 8, 9, 10% dividend just so you buy it. So, you know, I'm just not really a dividend fan. So we've seen Kevin O'Leary kind of involved in his investing in his investing ways. Now I was looking into this OGIG, and yes, Marcio, you are right. I do think OGIG is fantastic because of the China exposure as well. Exactly. So it's got 20% China exposure to the tech internet giants, which, if this is your first time watching this channel, then let me just tell you, I'm more of a growth innovation tech strategy than a dividend or than an oil or than a boomer strategy. So I'm okay with volatility. I don't really like it, but I'm okay with it. So anyways, we will see. Dow was flat and NASDAQ up means people are taking their money out of Dow and putting it back into NASDAQ. Good observation. Zach, any concerns over bond auction? Can't imagine that that's good for our tech stocks. Is this pre-market a bull trap? I'm nervous Nelly every time I see Greeno. I can understand that feeling, and I am too. That's why I don't even really want to look at it until like 2 hours. Let's just watch some YouTube videos together and chill. Get a glass of water or whatever your favorite beverage is, and let's sit back and relax and enjoy the ride of the stock market roller coaster. But you know, who doesn't like roller coasters? Let's be honest. I'm just gonna chill on everything though, because yesterday I was obviously talking way too soon, because we saw like, oh man, it's not bad. I'm actually breaking even for the day. Semis are not really doing well, but everything else is doing pretty good. And then hung up, said peace out to you guys, and then just immediately the cliff diving starts. First in have heard of it. I did see Mad Money. He was saying this is the big downturn until don't buy it yet. I understand that. I don't understand what you're trying to say. That, can you look at IRM doing a call at $40 or $42 at 40 days? I know it wasn't 30 days. I think 40 delta isn't 0.96. Am I missing anything before pulling that trigger? Yeah, I will look at that. China is disruptive regarding web. Worked there for many years. Soxhole got crazy at 4 a.m. Hey, you worked there? Yeah, cool, man. I've been here for 10 years. That's cool. What did you do? What part did you work at? What industry did you work in? And which city? Down for the puppy and kitten videos, Zach? Fire them up. Yeah, I mean, let me just get an animal. Bring the animal, be a dog or a cat, over to my computer. Just start pushing buttons. We'd probably be making money. That would be some high quality entertainment. What is going on with Tesla popping pre-market 7%? I mean, just like was said before, they're moving out of the oil, Dow, and energy, financial, apparently, into the tech and growth. Hangzhou, okay, cool. Hangzhou is super nice. Very cool. Well, if you're ever back, let me know. But I haven't even had time to look at the news. That's the problem with my schedule. Can't do anything right. I haven't even had time to look anything over. And then I fire up the live stream for you guys. Tesla sales stats in China were good. I skimmed this morning. Also officially announced they're bringing a battery system into Texas. Yeah, see that's the thing. They have that subsidiary. I read that too in south of Houston, about 20 minutes, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a tech rally as you can see, but for sure Tesla should do well today. The sales in China, which is obvious to me, that's why I was buying. Well, if I had more money, I'd be buying the dip, but hey. Yeah, I'm in China. I'm in Shanghai. That's right. I've been here for 10 years. I was for the Shaolin Revolution before cell phones were nuts. Ooh. Interesting. All ago. It certainly feels like this is the bottom, though, as it could break support for at least 3 days. For sure. I mean, that's how I feel too. And obviously, that's what I was saying yesterday. And although I probably said that about, what, 4 to 6 hours too soon. But nevertheless, we're back up right now, pre-market, which doesn't mean anything, apparently. Literally means nothing. Yeah, 2004 to 2008, that would be crazy, man. I wish I could have seen it back in 2004, honestly. Totally changed. When was the last time you been back? Probably looks totally different. But as of now, China is really disrupting the internet for sure. Like the internet and the apps, internet things, just generally this is really far ahead right now in China. So you have to give it to them. You know, China bear is gonna be China bears, but gotta give it to them though. 2010, okay, cool. So yeah, that was a long time ago. I first came in 2011. I was just coming when you were leaving. But yeah, I came in 2011 and things are totally different from then. It's been amazing. But my time is done. Almost. My time is almost done. Yep. WeChat, I don't even think, did they even have WeChat in 2010 though? Because back then it was QQ. Yes, sir. WeChat, they do use WeChat for paying everything and also Alipay. But I've noticed an uptick in WeChat, so I personally don't really like Alipay. I don't like the user interface, but WeChat is much better. For sure. That's how it is, you know. And then all of a sudden, and that's not new. That's been for a while. Like I literally haven't left my house. Like I only leave and just have my phone. I literally never take anything else. No keys, no money, no wallet, no cards. And I think you guys probably know that. And it's been like that for years. Yep, it was QQ for sure. I remember the days of QQ messaging. Crazy stuff. It was like AOL AIM or something more of on your desktop computers at work. Pretty sure. You can pay with an app that you could talk to people. Yes, that is WeChat. For sure. Yeah, it's like WhatsApp, but it's better. Or Telegram, but I think it's better in my opinion. And yeah, you can pay. You can pay, you can send money to your friends. You have a wallet there. You have QRs. You can link your credit card. You can link your bank account, debit card, or whatever. You can put money and collect interest. It's like 0.1%, so it's not much, but hey, it's there. You get it. You can hail taxis. You can You can buy train tickets. Just pretty much everything. So, and it's really clean looking. It's not, and it has like a social feed, so you can see pictures your friends post and whatnot. So, yeah, it is ahead. It is ahead, my friends. And that's why I know that eventually will be like that in Western countries. Something similar will come around. And I mean, look, Square popped up, didn't it? Cash App. I think Apple Pay on steroids for sure. It's more, I guess you could say, like a really, just 1,000 times better than Venmo. Kind of like Cash App, but with a social aspect of it that you can actually message like WhatsApp plus Cash App. So it's like a WhatsApp plus a Cash App. Basically like this. Apple Pay on steroids. Apple Pay is nice, but yes, after all of this Chinese innovation, then here comes the Apple Pay was first after they saw what's going on. And then came, I mean, PayPal's been around, but PayPal sucks though, let's be honest. PayPal kind of sucks. I personally don't like it. I don't. But I mean, Venmo is not bad though. Venmo and Square is better. Anyways, enough about this. What are we at? Whoa. C-Web is up 15. Voxel's up 10. C-Web is the Chinese web. The investment syncs daily results of 200% of the daily performance of the CSI Overseas China Internet Index. So it's a China Internet Index times 2. So it's a 2x. It's up 15%. And it was down 15% yesterday, so But anyways, it's up 15%, and the Soxel is up 10 now, so that's good. TQQQ 7. The worst is my financial sector one, which sucks, but I'm not going to get rid of it. I might should set a stop loss now that I think about it. I don't really want to take a loss on it, and I can always buy it back. Yeah, I'll probably do that. And the energy and oil is flat. So we'll see. People probably are buying those because they're like, oh, well, 10-year treasury might go up. Might need to hold some oil just in case the 10-year treasury goes up. Actually, thing is, the 10-year treasury is down. Oh, it's down from 1.6% to 1.53. Interesting. Go over to the 1 minute on the 10-year treasury. That is an ugly chart. Let's go over to the 5 minute. Okay, so this chart is not updated or something. Maybe not. Press this. No, it says it's 1.53. So it should be down here. So it's gapped down a lot. It is an awesome multi-tool. Okay, so let's fire up the old market watch. How about that? Fire up the old market watch. See what the talking heads have to say about this, huh? Where's the trampolines? Where's the fiery motorcycles? Let's see what they have to say. Here's the clear signal that says the big tech unwind isn't done yet, according to this strategist. What is this? Why are these women in military looking outfits with signal flags? How high can rates go? This chart shows this year's sharp climb in long-term treasury rates. We don't need that. We've been doing that for a while now. If you guys don't know, we've literally been looking at the 10-year treasury for a while and doing our technical analysis. There's not much left to it. I mean, obviously it could break this resistance, but the likelihood that it has only broken that resistance one time since 1994 25 years. Only broken at one time, and that was actually in 2018. And there was a drop in 2018, by the way. Don't know if you guys remember that. But nevertheless, I would say we're going up to, well, see, we're right at the pre-COVID levels, and it's actually pulling back. I'm not surprised, because I've been talking about that for the last couple days. I also wouldn't be surprised if we did see it go up to around 17.5, because there is some sort of other support coming, resistance going on right here. And then if we just broke both of those and then went up to 2%, then so be it. But even if we did go up to 2%, I think most of the fear might be priced in. Even if we trade flat for a few days, that's actually a very good sign, in my opinion. Oh, that's a good tip. I thought that was on. Do I have to do... Oh, because if I look at, for example, something else, it's on auto. Because you can't do it on the day, but you can do it on the less than a day chart for Webull. But then if you go to the 10-year X, it's on auto. Why doesn't it? Because you can't do it on that. But if I go down to 1 hour, also cannot. Huh. I cannot push the EXT button. Don't know why. Yeah, it should be automatic. Usually I have it set on automatic. But anyways, so Market Watch. Seven reasons to buy stock market dips even as yields rise. Says Fund Strats Tom Lee. Yes, Tom Lee, I agree with you. Dollar bottom or bear market bounce. Dow 32,000. Why the index should be more than 1 million points higher. Excuse me? I ain't falling for that clickbait. Stock futures signal tech bounce as treasury yields pull back. There we go. That's the one. There's the one that's just going to be more fact-based. At the bottom. Although this one looks kind of interesting with this black and white photo. Not really. Workhorse is soaring. Kathy Wood's new Tesla target price is coming soon. That's right. I've read that one. I assume it might be around $2,500 to $3,500. To be honest with you, I think so, and I think she probably wants to say $9,000 over 5 years or something. But I don't think that she's gonna say $9,000. Although I wouldn't put it past her. So we'll see. But I think it probably would be around 25 to 35. And I don't think that's unreasonable for multiple years. For I think end of year, I think we could hit 12. That's my personal target. Everybody has an opinion on Tesla price targets. That's normal. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. Bum that we cannot buy BES on Webull. I know. I bet you that one's taken off. Oh well. Not really though, huh? Yo, that China web pulled back from 15 to 7. That's weird. Maybe that was a glitch or something. Well, I don't own that one. And I probably won't be buying it, but I would like to keep it in my watch list just to see what the Chinese stocks are doing. Figured that wouldn't be a bad idea. I would be more interested in an OGIG. Although this one is 2x, but to be honest with you, I don't need 2x on Chinese exposure only. Because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. So yeah, no thanks. But I could see myself getting the OGIG. That one looks pretty interesting. And to be honest with you, if I do dollar cost average down more, it might not even be dollar cost averaging. It might just be getting into Buzz, getting into OGIG, to be a good strategy. But we're looking pretty good now. We got about 22 minutes. So market watch is literally useless. The FANG stocks in these uncertain times are expected to rise as much as 35% over the next year. 35%, I mean, yeah, hopefully, since they're down so much. 35%, it's... Man, just that Amazon is a killer, though. Apple's a killer. Senators to put Robinhood model under microscope again at GameStop hearing. They should. I'm done with Robinhood. Don't want to read Trump news. So unappealing. Dow Jones is 0.3, S&P is 1%, Nasdaq is 2.4. That's nice. Gold is up, silver is up. Crude oil is barely up, but thing is, gosh, not doing very well. It's doing okay though, considering how much it's been up. It's coming back down though. That's the thing. The 4 hours, so the after hours, it's gonna be coming down more. So it traded down here yesterday, and it's down a little bit more than yesterday. So we're trending down. It was down 3% yesterday, and so far it's down 0.06, but still, we'll see. I'm not really interested in that because oil is bound to go down. There will be a point where it goes down a lot. Unless it's just like slowly bleeds off. But there will be a point the bleeding starts, in my opinion. Because it just always does. I mean, let's look. That's not a good one to look at. Pure beta crude oil ETN. Okay, let's just look at it. Maybe that's something we can look at. No. Well, this is since, what, 2011? Okay. And just to confirm, exposure to Barclays crude oil pure beta total return. Yeah. Unleveraged. Anyways, we don't even need to do that. We could just look up crude oil. Just to prove a point here. Macrotrends.net. Let's check this out. It's interesting. All right, here we are. So this is 70 years. Let's do the 10-year daily. All right, so it's definitely been going, on the average, been going down the past 10 years. Right now it's up for sure. It actually went down to negative. So, but after these periods where they climb up a lot, they go back down. So I just think that it's a little bit risky for me. This doesn't look like a chart over the, and remember, this is over the past 10 years. It doesn't really look appealing to be buying into this, unless of course it was down way down here. You know what I mean? So just really not for me. Although short term it's doing great and I would recommend it, but good for you. Ben, VET, nice. Yep. Anybody that has been in oil for the past since the March lows, bought into oil, especially when it went negative, well, you're making good money. That's for sure. Definitely making good money. Continuing watching the pre-markets. I really think this is just going to drop fast in the market. I think so, but we'll see. How's ARK doing? ARK is doing pretty good. 5.45, ARKF is 4.8, ARKG is 4.4, ARKQ is 4.3. I might even take some profits on the, well, not take profits, but really switch my shares of ARKW over, but Maybe not though, to be honest with you. Could though. Been thinking about it, but I don't know if I really want to do it, but I don't know. We'll see. Probably should. Probably should just cash out. Buzz is up 1.78. That's good. My SPAC is at 1.3. That's also good. We should see. We should have a better idea soon. Clean energy is leading the way today, though. Leading the way today. So yeah, I mean, eventually, guys, this is going to pay off. If you are like me and doing a more growth and innovation strategy, which is more volatile, it'll pay off eventually. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. But yeah, let's check in here. Gosh, check FNGS. Okay. Microsectors Fang. Crypto is also way up. What is this FNGS? ETH is 1830. But it's starting to come back down. If I were looking to Bitcoin is better though. If I were looking to invest more of this money into coins, I might consider doing GBTC. But other than that, not very interested. But it's an interesting day. I'm more interested in the TNX. Because for some strange reason that's dictating our lives. That trading view me? No. It's Weeble. It's Weeble. Link in the description. Sign up for Weeble. 2 free stocks. Totally free to sign up. You should do it. Well, actually the catch is you need to deposit $100. I'm hoping everybody has an extra $100 though. So if you can do that, you're probably, and they're giving away AMC right now actually. So if you would sign up for the Weeble, use my link, I would appreciate that. That's the only thing I get out of this. And it does help support me. So I really would appreciate that. And yeah, but they're giving away AMC, so AMC is like $10 now, so you can get about 20 bucks for free. You know, it's not bad. It's 20% ROI on your $100. Plus, this platform is superior to everything, in my opinion. Although it does have some flaws, and I've been using it for a few months now, so I could go into those, but not really much. And they're all of the flaws are livable, not that bad. But anyways. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in watching this 10-year. Down 3.82%. Oh, it's up 0.5%. My favorite REIT. My second favorite REIT is AMT. I didn't know that. I haven't bought anything on your platform. Maybe I erased and reinstalled with your link. I don't know if it works like that. I think you'd have to create another account. If your account is registered and with your ID and everything like that, I don't think it's going to work. But you can always try, but appreciate that. Maybe you could. If you can't, email them and said you made a mistake and you're trying to use this link to help support my channel. Who knows? Maybe they're nice. Webull looks nice. Charting is weak. Order execution is okay. You don't get many order improvements. Pricing is fantastic because zero everything. I don't think charting is weak, although I don't do crazy TA because TA is way overrated anyways. No amount of lines you draw is going to tell you which way the price is going to move. I think it should be much more important than fundamental analysis. So in my opinion, I think the charting is fine. I guess there could be some things that have a lot more things you can do, but hey, I can do everything I want to do here. So I don't really see where it's lacking in charting. I can do the Fibonacci's. I can draw trend lines. I can have a lot of indicators. I can edit indicators. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a lot of indicators. Even some that I really don't even know what they are. Like, what's this? I'd have to look it up. Slow stock. So the slow stochastic, not really sure, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's plenty of things here. Personally, I like it. I clicked Discord and clicked I accept, but it's still seeming to mess with settings. I am too afraid of doing that and miss something here. Appreciate that, Ben. But my favorite thing about Webull is actually going to be this top bar. We can put a lot of the widgets here. So I've got options, obviously, which is normal. I've got the news, financials. It's all very streamlined, I guess you could say. Corporate actions, we can see they're paying dividends on this date. And this is so that's an interesting one to look at, actually. You can see here it's consistently going up. 2265, 2265, 227, 227, 233, 235, 245, 234 is actually, is that right? 5, 2, 3, 4, yeah, it's up. 245, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyways, it's consistently going up. So yeah, that's cool. Goes all the way back to 2013, we can see. But anyways, splits, insider activity. What's this? Interesting. But anyways, that's one of my favorite. The things that Webull I think is lacking is the diagonal spreads, and yeah, really I would wish they could get the diagonal spreads. There's something else I forgot. I don't remember. But I personally like it a lot. It didn't take a long time getting used to for me, but I've been doing a lot of trading and stuff, so yeah, kind of a lot are similar, but obviously it has its differences. And another thing I like with Webull is this markets. We could put US market, we could put European market, we could put Hong Kong, China, any markets here we can look at. The heat map, different industries, we can see what the leaders are, 5 days, 1 month. Obviously it's going to be oil and travel. But news stream, we can sort here by the top ETFs, top stocks, 52-week highs. I mean, anyways, there's a lot of things you can do. So I have to say that Webull is much better than Robinhood. Although Robinhood does have cheaper margin. But And it's much better than E-Trade. A lot, in my opinion. Thinkorswim is, some people say it's good, some people say it's not, but some people say Webull is good and some people say it's not. So probably about that. I think Thinkorswim actually had to pay a fee. I'm not sure. Yeah, the eyes, I know, right? I just hope it's not turning into a meme stock. That would be disappointing. It's crazy, huh? It's actually pulling back from its high of 26.20 in the pre-market. It was 4 hours ago. Anyways, guys, we got 6 minutes. My plan of action is not really do all that much right now. I want to see what's going on. I mean, anything can happen. But first of all, we need to see what's going on. So I'm back up 6% overall. And yesterday I was down 6.5, so hopefully we can erase yesterday's gains. I'm happy. I'm happy if we can get back up there. Prefer to go up 10%, and I think we might be able to. But it depends. It really depends if this is the bottom or not. Eventually we will hit a bottom and we'll have a 10% day. Who knows, maybe even 15. But you never know, because that 10-year treasury is certainly going down. Not all that much, but compared to how fast it was going, fast and quick it was going up. Fast and quick. The rate it was going up was pretty fast. So, take that as a win. Anyway, it's almost down 4%, so that's great. 1.535%. So we're going to keep watching this one. Basically just going to go at it like that. We're going to watch it, take our time, be patient, see what's going on. Everything is pulling back a little bit, it seems. But yeah, I mean, in 5 minutes it's going to sell off. Guaranteed. I don't know how much it will sell off. But there's no way that it's up. I mean, what's the NASDAQ is up what? NASDAQ is up 2.34%. So we opened today, it's up 2.34%, and people's just at the bottom. Buy, market buy everything. I don't see that happening. I see that people think best case scenario is we're going to be full. I'm sure we are not alone in thinking that. So I'm sure people are going to take profits, and some people are going to see it as a buying opportunity. Until the TNX 10-year goes down significantly more. So I think it's going to be. Because semi affected you so much, did you close out yesterday? The semiconductors? I didn't close out semiconductors. No, I'm not selling. No way. We're in a shortage of semiconductors. I don't want to sell it. I'm still trying to figure out if we're at the bottom. Most semi is back to November levels. Is it easy to move from WeTrade to E-Trade to Webull? Should be, I mean. You mean just the transferring aspect, or getting used to the UI for Webull? Different story. I don't think it's very complicated, but I've been trading for a while, so you've only been trading on E-Trade and that's the only thing you know, then it doesn't matter where you're coming from. It could be move the stocks. No, it's easy. Just initiate a transfer. You could even, I think you even do that from your Webull, and you go in there and say transfer in, and then you put in your account number and what you want to transfer. Pretty much you click a button for all your portfolio, and pretty much it. If you have any options on E-Trade, make sure you get the options approved on Webull though before you transfer. It doesn't matter. You can always not and just close them out on E-Trade and then rebuy them if you want. It doesn't matter. But yeah, it's not difficult. CRE for semis. $100 in fees and 10 free stocks. Really? 10 free stocks. I mean, that's also $100. The fees should be only 75. So it's free to transfer, and then you probably 10 free stocks. Usually, from my experience, the stocks they give is around $9 to $12. Currently, they're giving a lot of AMC that I've noticed. So you could get some AMC for free, which is around $10. $10 times 10 free stocks is $100. Plus you get a free transfer fee, so it's good. I'd totally do it. CRE, huh? Okay, let me check. Yeah, it's getting hammered like everything though. Well, anyways, before the market opens, let me grab a drink of water. I'll be right back. I need to fill up here. Be right back. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, markets are open. Let's see what's going on. Well, CRE is going up. Okay. Okay, so ETFs seems like ARK K is up 6. Okay. And Soxless, it's holding. It's over 10. It's 10.5. 10.6. And we got a 10.7. And we get a 10.8%. 10.8. Anybody? 10.8. 10.9. 11. We got 11. And we do an 11.2. 11.2. We got it. 11.2%, guys. Seriously, we could be like an auctioneer. I couldn't be an auctioneer though. Need to talk a lot faster than that. Before you make the change, I recommend buy a few stocks. Yeah, I mean that's good advice for sure. Put the $100 in, get it 2 free stocks. I mean whatever. You can always take your free stuff out. Take your $100 back out. It doesn't matter. Get your free stocks, buy a little bit, see if you like it. It's good advice. You can have more than one broker. It doesn't matter. Keep your buy and holds on one and keep your day trades on the other. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. Yep, looks like Soxel is up a 10.6. Interesting. ERX Gush is down more than 2. The FAS is also, which my cost basis is 86, so I hate doing this, but I want to put a stop loss in on it. I'm up 7.5%, so that's cool. See my positions, see if anything's improving. Probably not. I mean, improving, but not so much. The FAS, yeah, those are not going to do as well today. 5% profit, I mean, we could take it to $6,000. I probably want to go ahead and do that just in case we do go down more. So let's go ahead and close that. We are going to put that in right now. Taking profit on that. Still at 29.71. Alright, let me get that on the Twitter really quick. Let's try to get that in really quick, and let's see. Okay, so I made a little bit. 29.71. Yeah. Didn't make much, about 5%. But I want to close that before we go down. I'll keep the comments though. But I want to get out of that option just in case it starts tanking. It's just our luck, right? But anyways, up 35,000 on comments today and 3,400 on options. Things are looking pretty good. Apple's just gotten slaughtered. All of my ARC leaps have gotten slaughtered. That's okay. The SPAC ETF is pretty much at break even from what we got it at. Buzz is up though, so that's good. We'll be watching those. And then the FAS now is up. I'm at 1.77%. But to be fair, I could buy that floor if it goes. I'm gonna set a stop loss. And I usually don't. I usually just do everything manually. But I don't. My cost basis is 86, so set my stop loss for 87. So to do my stop price would be 80. Already 87. Might as well just close it. Well, it is what it is. Alright, well, anyways, I will be looking at that one to maybe try to rebuy it, but don't know how I feel about that. I don't really want that to go. I don't want that to go negative. Already negative so much. I don't want to get my little, what's it called, hedge-ish play to also go negative. So take the profit while the taking is good. I think it's reasonable. But okay, looks like we're pushing ahead. Soxel's hitting almost 11 again. S&P is also doing pretty well. ARK is leading the way. In clean energy, all the ARKs are doing good. OGIG is, that's just really interesting. That's really an interesting one for me. I wish I had known about that one before. Oh well. But nevertheless, what else we got here? What dissuades you from making a quick play on meme stocks? I mean, I guess I could with $100, but it's not very interesting. It's not my style. If I could identify them before they become a meme stock and take off, then yeah, I did that with AMC and we made money on it, but I got out of it though. I did that with AMC and Nokia actually. We didn't make that much, but it's okay. But let's see. Pershing's down, I guess. Pershing is up a little bit today. How many shares? Only have 25 shares. I guess buy some more. Just a dollar cost average in a little bit, but I'm not really in a rush to do that. Not in a very big rush to do that. Clean energy is taking off. Soxel is too. Oof. Where's the energy place? Where's the oil place? Yeah, FAS is really is tanked. It's a good thing that it's a good thing. Just did that. Oh my goodness. So, it's a good thing. That's a good thing that we're paying attention. But it's a good day for semis and tech. Jeez, T triple Q was up 8%. So, what does that mean? The QQQ is up 2.7. Anyways, I just be chilling a little bit because who knows what's gonna happen. There's VACQ. We could average more in. We could get more of VACQ and Pershing. Could be interesting. Average in a little bit more. Hey. Also the Buzz too. Buzz doing up 2.25. I mean, not so interested. Although I would be interested in buying it 23. Or I mean, if I could get another 25, I tend to do this in increments of 25 for some reason. But yeah, I'm down. If I can get another 25 at $23, like what? Stop losses. Yeah. So time and force, I want to do GTC. And we'll see. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get that posted on the Twitter. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to do the meme stocks, we could. I'm not against it. It's just I'm more concerned about my portfolio jumping off cliffs for the last couple of weeks to be concerned with meme stocks, because I'm not going to put very much money in it anyways. I don't even want to put $1,000 in it. So not much skin in the game, not very interesting for myself. I put $100 on it because it's just gambling for me. So I mean, yeah, we can roll the dice, I guess. I'm not really trying to go to the casinos right now. I'm trying to stop my weeble from cliff diving every day. You know, but there's nothing wrong with it. Gambling is illegal. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, anyways, let's see what else is going on. How is the Dow Jones doing though? Up. As long as it's up, I mean it's going down though. Dow is starting to go down, but everything really is kind of though. Except the S&P. No, S&P is. OUSA is not. Man, that's not a bad play. You get like what, 3% dividends, no? Anyways. What's crypto doing? Come on, Ethereum. O is down, so that's cool. It's almost $60. My limit order is what? Okay. Well, let's see. 58, it's pretty far down there. Probably should buy more than just 50 shares of that too, but whatever. Another interesting, really an interesting one is American Tower. Wait a minute. Dividend is 4.96 now? Oh, that's per share. So what is it? Dividend yield. I wish they would just show me the dividend yield. 2.44%. That's not bad. And this is not a bad one to be in though. Because it's a play on it's an REIT which owns and operates and develops multi-tenant communications real estate. US property, Asia property, Latin America. Primary business is property operations, which include the leasing of space on communication sites to wireless service providers. So think about it as kind of like a tower real estate play, like for the cell phone towers or 5G or something like that. That one is kind of interesting. Anyways. But it goes up. I think over the past 25 years, I think AMT was up 50% per year on average. So plus you're getting 2.44% yield, dividend yield. So it's not bad. Well, we are not holding up. Well, we're holding up, but not continuing growing. But we'll see if it turns around. Seems like it is a little bit. Yeah, stocks will just jump to like above 10. It's not bad. It's not bad. Feeling pretty good. If we do jump into a meme stock, we should have this pro stock community submit and vote on which one we put $100 into each week. Make it a segment and pick to move. Make it. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Well, I can always do a poll. Let's do it. So give me 4 meme stocks to put in the poll because we can only do 4 on Twitter. I'll run the poll on Twitter. I'll run the poll on YouTube. What's it called? Community posts. 2.8%. I mean, it depends. Is it acceptable? A dividend? I mean, depends. Depends on what are we talking about. Give me the stock, and then I'll let you know my thoughts. Depends. If Apple is telling me they paying 2.8%, I'll be like, okay, I'm buying it. If some random company that's just been trending down for the past decade is telling me 2.8%, I wouldn't buy it. So it depends. On a IT, pretty good. An REIT that can get over the past 25 years, you can do the math on it. If it gets an average of 50%, 40 to 60, I would estimate it would probably be in the 40 to 60% range annual return. Okay. So, CME, BlackBerry, Sundial. Okay, and one more. What's going to be the next one? Oh, that would be pretty fun. Is Zom a meme stock though? I guess so. Wow, Soxel's up 11.3. Dow Jones is starting to take off now. The spark lines are going in the upward direction. Buzz is doing good. The 10-year is 1.54. Why is this chart not updating? It's stuck at like 1.596. All right. Oh, saw something go down there. Anyways, that's pretty pretty wonky. Anyways, let's see what else. I mean, don't really want to do anything right now. Things are going well. I don't really want to touch it. Just let the plane fly on autopilot. Sit back. We set up the moves before when we were dollar cost averaging down. If things pull back a little bit, then yeah, I'd get into the Buzz more and the SPAC ETF more, just a little bit more. Possibly the Pershing and maybe print or something, but things are going up, so I don't really want to touch it. The FAS is, yeah, it fell all the way to 87.7, so I mean, yeah, I guess we could have held it a little bit longer. But things are going up, I can raise this capital. If things go down, then I could always buy more of it. That's interesting because even oil and the energy is going up right now. And the financial sector is going up. Well, I mean, it's going up on the spark line, but it's still down. Everything seems to be ticking green. Nope. And then the ARCs are doing all right. Doing excellent. They're doing more than all right. They're doing good. Okay. Whoa, there's a lot of... Okay, let me read this. The first one was GameStop, BlackBerry, Sundial, and Zom. I mean, we could also pick the... like the ones that trend on Swaggy stocks, the social Wall Street Bets social sentiment thing. What's that called? You could also just see which ones are trending there and just put $100 in it. Could be interesting. Are we finally over with the massive tech sell-off? I don't know. Kind of just riding this out right now. But things are up quite a lot. But the thing is, Doxel was down 15% yesterday, so even it's only up 12.5 right now. It's good. It makes me happy, but still though. You know, if it could go up 20% today, is a lot. I know. What if it could go up 20%? I would be pretty ecstatic. See how old Tesla's doing. I'm sure Tesla's up. Yeah, it's up almost 8%. Thank you. I really hope that Tesla can hold above 600. I hope so. We'll see. So far, so good. The Chamath SPACs, yeah, they're going up. Could have bought that yesterday, but I mean, that's a lot of green though. I was wrong about that. I thought that it was up like Oxel was up 10% pre-market. Thought it was just gonna dump. But the 10-year, I mean, literally it's just such silly times. The 10-year moves back. Well, it's back 4% right now. But it was pretty much back 4% in the pre-market. Like 4% is not that much. Not really that much. But I mean, the good news here is it is pre-COVID levels. I would say that that's very healthy, and I mean, more so good news it would be. I mean, the economy is going back to normal. America is going to do good. Do good things. There we go. We see a red one, red candle. Yeah. Definitely going down, but that's not that much. So we're really just gonna have to wait and see. I would say, even if we do finish up 10% today, like the title of this live stream, we're still gonna have to wait and see. So we're up so much right now that I would be surprised if it all just sells off. Even if it does sell off half, I would be like, okay, that's reasonable. But if it sold off all of these gains today, I would be a little bit surprised because some of them are up. I mean, AMD is up 4.25. ARCs are doing great. ARC K is up 7%. Anyways, we'll see. Things are going well. Got out of that the financial sector one, which I don't know if that's the right decision, but it seems so in the moment because that was more of a getting exposure to what would benefit from a rising 10-year. Okay, so if the 10-year is not going to rise anymore, then that would not be a good thing. So since I was up, went ahead and took 5% profit on it. But yeah, I don't know if that is right because tomorrow, who knows, it could be up a bunch. So we'll just have to see. But feel okay about that decision right now. AMD normally never moves up this much. Yep. For sure. I mean, it's trading sideways. I mean, it's literally not. It's been trading way down. Like $70. I remember when it was a month ago, it was like 96, and I thought it was finally gonna I think it was 96. I thought it was finally gonna break $100, but stocks was up 13%. Okay, so the meme stock thing sounds like a great idea. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like if I just did the first ones, dominated GameStop, BlackBerry, Sundial, and Zom. GameStop is super relevant. Is BlackBerry, is that even still a stock? Sundial, I guess. I guess. Right? It doesn't really matter what we do. So let's just do those then. Game, BlackBerry, Sundial, Zom. Let me go ahead and post this. This is going to be funny. Let's see. It's GameStop, BlackBerry, Sundial. So I worded it like, which meme stock should the pro stock gang each put $100 on weekly calls? Are we doing weekly calls or what? Something like that, I think. Which meme stock should the pro stock gang each put $100 on weekly calls? We doing weekly calls though? Are we really? That'll be funny though. Yeah, let's do weekly calls. Can we do $50 though? I mean, hey, if we get enough people to do $100, we might be able to move the price. I think a new meme stock each week, yeah. So I will leave the poll running for 24 hours. Or let's do probably 20 hours. Or 22 hours, yeah. 22 hours, so it'd be like right about the start of the live stream, then we can get the answers. So we can have some time to prepare. Okay. So do it. Weekly calls. Wow, stocks was up 14. Nice. Yeah, that financial one, that was probably the right decision. That was a close call too. Because I would have been like, oh man. My hedge also sucks now. I took the hedge at the wrong time. But hey, I made a little bit of money. Not much on that though. Not much. But Coin Citadel owns 500 plus Bitcoin company, but only 2 cents a share. What? Tom doesn't have options, unfortunately. Oh, that would have been good to know. Okay, so I probably should take that down. Anyways, we all know what's gonna win. It's gonna be GameStop. You know, like for sure. Obviously, let me look. Whole thing. Yeah. It's obviously going to be GameStop. Although Zom is in second place, which doesn't even have calls. So it'd be Sundial. But yeah, I mean, for sure it's going to be GameStop. Did anybody actually have a doubt about that, though? Yeah. That's funny. Yep, 70% is game. %70 game. Anyways, wasn't really surprised about that, right? I guess we could do a Reddit review of Reddit. The Reddit pros, probably most of you guys came from Reddit first. 6,000 behind game, huh? That's, well, at least it paid off your truck and motorcycle, so it's all good. Just make sure you take those profits, though. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put $100 on something. I just might throw $100 in Zom anyways for funsies. Pretty much. I mean, Zom is... I know Ed really likes Zom. I don't think he's here right now. Maybe he is. But, it's a good idea, but I don't know how much it's possibly going to go up to, you know, unless Wall Street Bets pumps it, but the chance of that is so low unless it short squeezes. That's basically, I mean, that's not necessarily true. There is, because of what happened with GameStop, they could potentially pump other ones because of just all of the media attention, maybe. I don't know. I think it might be past those days. Could be wrong. Calls on retail ETF is not a bad idea. How is XRT going anyways? That's, oh, goes up almost 15%. Come on. RT. Yep, okay, 3% today. It's not bad. Not bad, it's not bad. That was crazy. Okay, cool. OGIG is up 5. Yeah, that would have been nice to get into. Huh. That's an interesting one. If the triple Q could move up 315, which I know it's possible. It is possible that triple Q moves up to 315. And then we will start seeing a V-shaped. And that would be interesting. Lemonade is sub $90. It could be pretty interesting, but oof, that just sold off. That got hit really hard. But now it's very interesting to buy. It literally is down $100 from its all-time high. $100. That is a lot. Feel bad for Lemonade. Lemonade is not bad. OGIG, PayPal's up a lot. Pershing is not, but that's okay. That's actually, this literally just looks like NASDAQ though, to be fair. It is all tech and internet giants, so I guess that makes sense since NASDAQ is basically all, majority of it is just tech and internet giants anyways. But yeah, the Pershing one, I'm tempted though. Probably wait a couple of more days. Nah, you know what? I will go ahead and put a limit order. I can always put limit orders in 2640 right, 44 right now. Put it in for 26. I think that would be good. 26, I only want 25 shares. Do it. Time in Force GTC. That's a good deal. Pershing will eventually go a bunch. This is one you just buy and forget about. I wouldn't really recommend putting in a lot of money in that, but I just put this on the Twitter. GEVO, yep, that was one of our calls. Although, and a lot of those just got smashed down. So did most everything, except for oil and finance. But it is what it is. So the Pershing, and then also I wanted to do another one. Oh, well, hey, look at that. I've predicted the future. Our portfolio is up more than 10%. Funny. Buzz, the SPAC X. SPAC X, do we have an order in for this? We don't. So if this goes down to 2860, say it's 2875, which I don't know if it will, but we will pick up another 25. I will do GTC. SPAC ETF I'd be more interested in than the SPACs anyway, so let's go ahead and put that in. Just a little bit easier and less research intensive. And let's see. Why wouldn't you recommend putting a lot into Pershing? Yeah, Bumpo said it right. It's a SPAC, special purpose acquisition company. So there is basically it's like it's a blank check company. This is what SPACs are. So the only purpose of this company is to find a target to merge with. So we would see maybe, so we have no idea for Pershing. We know literally nothing about Pershing except only about who they're going to merge with or anything like that. It's totally just rumor based right now. And we know that the manager for Pershing is Bill Ackman, which is a very, very, very acclaimed investor, billionaire, trillionaire. So, I mean, just because of that, it's already trading for a lot of money. But yeah, that's totally just rumor. So you got to be careful. I wouldn't put a lot of money in any spec. Someone buy a house for me in Florida so I can help fuel a rocket ship. Okay. Where in Florida? Let me know. Is in the Key West? I might be interested. Do you have a renter in it? Yep. I got Pershing because I trust Daddy Ackman for sure. But see, the thing is, also the CCIV ran up the whole time, and then once they confirmed that it would merge with Lucid, it sold off so much, so much. Probably still selling off right now. So I mean, you just got to be careful. Even we know what the merger is, what they're going to merge with. I mean, that doesn't really matter. I mean, just sometimes that stuff doesn't make sense. But it makes sense because people are like, oh, okay, well, we know who the merger is, so we're going to sell off. So it's play the rumor and then buy the rumor and sell the news type of thing. But, I mean, yeah. For sure, you can definitely trust Eddie Ackman. I would say so. But, I mean, it's just horrible what happened to CCIV, so I don't... And that was after they confirmed the merger, so I don't want to put a lot of money into it. Even might suggest staying away from options on those. That's just my personal opinion. You guys feel free. Let me know what you're doing. It's really interesting. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys are doing. While you're down there, smash the like button. It really is going to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. And also, while you're down there, check out the link in the link for the Discord. We have a really cool Discord group. A lot of good conversations happen all day and all night there, no matter what time zone you're in. And we have a VIP section of the Discord server, which is totally free, but it's where I prioritize answering questions when I'm not live streaming. So put your important questions there, and they will get answered within 24 hours. And if you're not already subscribed to my personal blog, go ahead and visit prostockadvice.com/blog. Put in your email address at the bottom of the page, and you will get email notifications whenever there is a new write-up available. Soxwell is pushing up to 15. The Chinese web giants is up 13, but that's also sold off a lot yesterday. TQQQ is more than 10. That's really great. Previous close was 76.60, and it's almost up $10. Well, it's up $8. Very good. Tech is doing good today. Tech is doing very good. But that doesn't mean anything because yesterday was so bad. So it doesn't really mean anything, huh? Just flat. Although the 10-year is 1.532 now, so it's down a little bit more. And the FAS is not doing so bad. It's on the up and up, but We'll see. Oil is doing much worse. So if oil continues doing bad, I mean, we're literally looking at 2 red days here. But that's not necessarily the end of oil. I mean, you could have bought in there right here around 65 and look, you'd be up so much. So why is the super trend not on? Huh. One of my favorite. Yep. So even though Soxal is up 15%, it still needs to get over 33 just to erase yesterday's gains. Or sorry, yesterday's losses. Anyways. We'll see. Triple Q, though, has erased the gains from yesterday. And that's really, I guess, what everybody's focusing on. It's above 310, though. Hopefully it's going to hold 310. That'll be pretty key. After 310, the next thing we should be looking for is 15. And that's not going to happen today. Although I would hope that it could get back up to 312.50 would be amazing. Lemonade up 5%. Just gained $3 since the last time we looked at it. MP is not doing very well. This could be an interesting buy. It's still hanging out around the support. Could be an interesting buy right here if anybody's interested in that. You want Zach to look at it? Look at what? Look at IRM. Okay. Iron Mountain. Iron Mounted Inc. is a holding company. An REIT. The company stores records, primarily physical records and data backup media, and provides information management services in various locations throughout North America, Europe, Latin America, Asia Pacific, and Africa. So you could have just put the world. The company operates through 5 segments. North American records and information management businesses, North American data management business, Western European. Okay. Dividend yield is 6.73%. How old is this company? 1905? Cool. You will have a lot of history for us to look at. So since, what is this? 1996. Been growing at a pretty nice trend here. The description though, I like it. I mean, I like REITs. I like the 6%. This is a really old company with a lot of history, and have to look more into it, more into the history, see if there were any hiccups or whatnot. But it's coming off of its lows. So since 1996, is it IPO'd, I guess? It is up 1800%. First of all, 2021 minus 1996. 25 years, okay. Oh, so that 94 was 27 years. Sorry, my math is really bad at this time of night. So 25 years. So 1800% divided by 25 years. 72% per year, huh? And this is an REIT. Looks interesting. And they pay 6.7%. Seems good to me. REITs are usually pretty safe plays. I mean, let's look back in 2008 what happened. Not so bad, huh? I mean, that's nothing compared to what's happened every time. So I mean, interesting. We take this. That was the average, but doesn't matter. Okay, so it's a little bit above the 50-day moving average, and this is on the month. So if I don't know if you guys are going for a long-term type of play here or short-term. Last couple days. Yeah, it's up. It's definitely going up, but compared to the March, so it's just gotten above the pre-COVID. It is back. It's a little bit of past pre-COVID levels. Nothing crazy though, and it's been trading. It's traded a lot higher before. So if we, but I would do this as a long-term play. This is like a retirement play, assuming this company has a very long and good history, which seems like it might. It was founded in 1905 in Boston, and it's paying 6.7% almost. So that's good, very good, and it's on average for the past 25 years. It's up 72%. We said that's good. You do pretty good, but I would say this is a very long-term play. And to be honest with you, we're looking at this is a long-term swing trade. You could do it. Because if you look at the bottom, well, actually, I think we could do a parallel channel here. Something like this ish. And then ish. Yeah. More or less. Kind of. Not really, though. I think better suits. I mean, that is a straight line. That is a horizontal line right there. That fits very perfectly. $41 you would sell it. That's since 2014. So yeah. But you could also draw a trend up here. Something like this. I mean, that's just something. Very rough estimate. You would be dollar cost averaging in those profits anyways. So basically, that would be my plan. I would buy it down here, hold it up here, and get the dividends. And this is month, because this is the month chart. So it would take a year to get up there. Now that would be what I would do. But it hasn't done very well since 2018. And from 2008 to 2017, it's pretty choppy, although it is trending up. So it would be very important that you get in at a support. If you got in at a resistance, like let's just say you got in right here, it was in 2013, you bought it at the very top because of FOMO. Well, so it would be 2013 and you would just be in the profits. I mean, obviously you could have taken profits here. You might not have. So you would just be breaking even right around now if you didn't take profits already. And you wouldn't have had much room to do that anyways, because the 97% of the time you would have been losing money. So who knows? You might have broken even on and got out of it, but you're still getting the dividends. I don't know. Could be interesting. I mean, if it continues trending up, By the time, well, let's see this. Go out to 2050. Yeah, long time. We can be at what? 60. We can double our money. That's not even that much. You would hope it'd do more, but it started at $1. That's why it seems like it's gone up so much. But if you just did for the past, like since 2008, let's say after the real estate crash, it wouldn't have appeared to be that much. So just depends on how you look at it. Depends on where your chart starts and whatnot. Not very interested in it. I'm looking at this as a long-term picture. Okay. I see what you're saying about them switching over. Makes sense. It could be good. But we would see. Could be a good buy. I mean, it's relatively close to my hypothetical buy. I would just buy it at support though, or even closer to the 180. But and that's on the month chart too. Keep that in mind. I have a real meeting on the first beautiful green day. Appreciate that. Wish of good luck. CRNC. Okay. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's not bad if you had a dividend portfolio, especially if it was REIT. It could be interesting. I will follow that one in my REITs. RNC. Up a decent amount. Serene Inc. is focused on developing automotive cognitive assistance solutions. The company provides artificial intelligence powered assistance for connected and autonomous vehicles, including software platforms for building automotive virtual assistants. Its platform uses speech recognition, natural language understanding, speech signal enhancement, acoustic modeling technology. This sounds interesting. I mean, is this in one of Kathy's ETFs? Yeah, I think it would be. Pixel is still holding above 14. FNGU is dang 3x level. That one is tempting, isn't it? Crazy. But yeah, that one's up 15. But yeah, Soxal is almost 15. It's doing rather well. Interesting. Oil's not doing well. The energy one is better. The energy one also has dividends. Pretty good dividend too. $40 or $45 call? Oh, so you're wanting to do options on this one? What was the two? IRM. You want to do a 1 year, 318 days? I mean, I think this one I would be. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I would do probably 318 or even more because going back to this, it would take what on the month. So let's just assume the average month is this long. One, two, 3, 4 months later. So how many days is that? 120 days? Ish. Well, that's obviously just an ish. So at least I would do that much. I would at least do this one. So the question is 223.18. I would probably do 318. And then the strike, I'd probably put it in at 40. Let's check it out. 40. Oh yeah, that's pretty cheap. Wow, that's cheap. So the break even is only 42. But I think the question for me is really is is it the 40 strike, but is it the 318 or is it the 682? I think 318 is obviously a little more risky, but can hit it. Could be interesting though. I like it. I wouldn't drop 2,000 in that though. Although that's not a bad. Nah, it's not bad. And if what you're saying, if they were transitioning, a rising phoenix, like you said, could be pretty interesting. One year to get to 40. I think it would be 6 months to get to 40. It's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, that one is pretty interesting. I like that one. Those are the ones that don't move very much, but if you look at the month chart, they do move. There is volatility, but it's spread out over, I mean, just count the candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. Right? And this one would be a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's like almost 2 years. But yeah, I mean, there is volatility. It's just long term. And they have a dividend. But if you do the leaps, you're not going to get the dividends. So that kind of sucks. And you're going to be holding this for at least 6 months, I would assume, because I don't know if every single candle from here on to $40 strike is going to be green. Every single month is going to be green. It could be down for a couple of months, maybe, or does something like this, but who knows. Although when it's running up though. Here. That one is pretty interesting. And it's cheap. Cool. Yeah. I'd set a limit order for this. I mean, go down, see what the entry could possibly be. This is a long-term play, so you might set an entry around the 50-day. So 32-ish. But you might miss it, so just depends. You could always, depending on how many contracts you want to get, you could always dollar cost average in on these contracts. If you want to get 5 contracts, if you want 4 contracts, or 10 or 20. But that one is pretty interesting. But whatever. One might work there. Okay. Well, you might already have a lot of stocks then, so that's good. Thank you for this information. Looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I like that it's trending up over 25 years. But it has volatility, so we can make money. I might just buy commons so we could capture the 6% dividend. Because if you do leaps, you ain't getting any dividends, and that's kind of the point for me for the REITs. I mean, you could always just ride it up to the resistance, sell it, and you would get the dividends, and then sell it, and then, or even just buy puts on it at that point. But that's, you know, that's not easier said than done. But that's interesting though. I definitely like REITs. Well, anyways, what's the rest of the market doing? Oh, is up almost 2%. Wow. That doesn't move very often. Iron Mountain, O, AMT, I like those. CCI, not as much, but it's fine. REITs are moving up. Well, it looks like things are pulling back a little bit. Financial sector one is actually going up. So is Dow. S&P is mostly trending up. The tech and NASDAQ and semis are starting to pull back a little bit. We'll see if it lasts. Let's see. What's the best thing to be in today? Renewable energy. Look at that, Reggie. Looking at you. Real estate. Zillow is up 11, yeah. Apple is up. Oh, Apple's up 3.88. Let's see, Apple. How are our calls doing? Well, they definitely improved. Need to improve some more. At least we don't have any leaps or long-term calls that are negative 40% anymore. So there's the silver lining. It was the ARK W. Just a random 30 shares I have. I might actually sell that one. Just to raise cap. Although it's probably not the best time to be raising. The month chart too has come back up almost. Well, I guess considering this month is what, 9 days? But yeah, I mean that would be cool if we did find the bottom, and I mean I'm not all that surprised because you've basically hit the 180 moving average on a couple of things. That's a nice little bounce right there, though. You cannot deny on the T triple Q. The Nasdaq is still above 310. It's still holding 310. I mean that's pretty key. I would be ecstatic if it can get to 12, 312.50 or something like that. Yeah, I like your Iron Mountain. 2 weeks to get to 40? Really? What are we talking about? What's going on? Are they about to 2 weeks to get to 40 when usually, based on the length of the candles, the month candles, it looks like it would take at least 4 months. Like best case scenario ish. I mean, obviously, best case scenario is like 1 hour, right? 1 minute, but it seems like it's like 4 months away if the average length of the candlesticks continue. 30 or 40 something days at delta is 0.96. No, cannot be right. 30 or 40 days? What are you talking about? You mean 38 days? Oh, you mean a $30 strike in the money? Yeah. Yeah, I guess the IV is not very high on these, huh? That doesn't make any sense though, because this 140 is also 96. Yeah. This one definitely wouldn't be 96. But this one is also 96 is pretty high. I think that there's just so low of a volume. People aren't really buying a lot of these, so the algorithm is having a hard time calculating it. But we can look, I can show you what I mean. 127.40. 50 and 36, yeah, there's not very many. That's almost as bad as my XLK volume. Just really low volume on these. And that's always something to consider though, to be fair. Because if you want to sell them, like there ain't nobody to buy them. I mean, there'll be some people to buy them, I'm sure. But at what price? If you just do a market buy, I mean, you could just get eat up like a Pac-Man all of the steps down. So yeah, but of course you would do a limit order and hopefully it gets filled. But if you're in a hurry, oh man, it's up like 1000% today. Let me just sell this real quick. Then, you know what I mean? So I'll be careful about the volume of those. And in that situation, it would be better to buy the commons. And I mean, it's okay because you're getting those dividends anyway. So I don't see what's wrong with it. Actually, it'd be better. It might not be better. I mean, for sure, it might not be better, but it would be a lot safer. And you would get dividends. So I just would be worried about the volume. I can get workers buy at lowest price in past 6 months and then minus 15% from what I have heard. I know it will continue to go up. I mean, you can get the lowest in 6 months. Dang, that's a good deal. What's the limit? How much can you buy? We should all just chip in. And just let Ben go buy us all some Iron Mountain on discount. Just kidding, that's highly illegal, don't do that. But dang. I'm jealous. In the 6 months, huh? That's easy to figure out. Just count back on the month chart. Oh, that's gonna be low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $25, $26 you could buy it for? So you immediately would make like 30%. Why not just do that? Can you sell it? Like there must be some limitation on selling them. Like you might not be able to sell them for like 5 or 10 years or something like that. Who knows? I wouldn't be so surprised. Maybe until you're retired. That's interesting though. Yeah, give me some $25 Iron Mountain. Still getting those 6% dividends. I mean, it's even more if your cost basis is 25. I mean, it's like it would seem to be more, but still you'd be getting 6%. Interesting stuff. I'll be watching that one. I do like some good old REITs, that's for sure. And getting away from O could be good. Although I'm looking at AMT. I had some AMT before, but I sold it, underperforming. And I don't want so much in the REITs anyways, not right now. But I mean, Iron Mountain, if you could pull 30% per year, pretty good. Plus your dividend, that's great. Would be excellent. But you'd have to there would definitely be an element of timing because it just fluctuates so much. Wow. Almost having a good day, huh? Interesting. 22%. Well, there we go, guys. Hopefully your dollar cost averaging bounced right off the 180 day. Talking about that not too long ago. And solar got just beat down. For beating. Took one for the team. But hey, they're still a company. They're still innovating. They're still making vehicles, electric vehicles. They're not going anywhere, so it's unfair, but that's a really nice bounce. Very nice bounce. No news. Speaking of news, numbers look wacky to me. Oh yeah, those numbers are wacky. Options. I don't know. Seems low. I'd buy commons, but I mean for sure. I mean buy some commons, buy some leaps, but I mean the dividend is so good anyways, and you're gonna make money. If you really want to gamble, just get some short-term calls. Like you said, do a month for $40. You'll make, if that really does happen, like you said it would, and you know better than I do. Wink, wink, but I mean, if that does happen, it is possible. It is heading up. Yep, it's possible. It just every single day from here on out is green. Okay, let's just say, and it's possible. You could do a 38 at 40. Why not? It's so cheap. Literally only 30. You would only spend $30 getting one of these contracts, and obviously you would load up if you think that's going to happen. But yeah, you could even do a 37.5. Why not? Well, I mean, it's a little bit more expensive, but so cheap anyways. And yeah, I would ignore the delta here. That's not right. Possible. But this 31, even that seems pretty high because the 27, it's anyways, it's just low volume. But yeah, I would do something like that. You could even do a $35 strike right in the money. There's no real reason why you would do of the money, except for it's just a lot cheaper. But it just depends on how much money you want to put in it. I mean, you could easily get a bunch of these. 100 only going to cost $3,000 at like market price if you just market order it right now. You could try to get them for $2,000. You could try to get 100 of them. I mean, you did if it really did go up like that, then you would go from times, and if it went up past it out the money, it would be 10x. If it went right above it, because right above market price right now is about 35. Right, so it's 210, so about 10x, 11x, something like that. And if it went in the money by 7.5, about $5, you could see a 20xer. So 10x on $2,000, it's pretty good. But it depends if you want to risk $2,000, and for me, I don't really want to. Not on something that I don't know as about it, but if I was you, then I might want it, because you would have a lot more information than us. Okay. Baker Tray 1, a really good question. You've been using the UVXY calls as hedges because of how violent the sell-offs have been right now, and everything is mooning. It is obviously the cheapest to buy UVXY. How when do you make other side plays. I mean, if I have some hedges, but they're not doing as well as I would hope, and maybe you find the same thing going on with yours right now, but I don't know. That's a tough question. That is a tough question. I mean, it depends if you think. I mean, looks like oil is coming up. Let's see the 10-year. The 10-year, it is coming up. It's up, back up from -4%, I think, to -3%. So it's still down on the day, but it's coming back up a little bit. And yeah, oil and financials have just ran up the entire day so far. And we're starting to see some sort of decline across the board here. Clean energy is doing great. Even ARK is still doing, even though things pulled back a little bit. So we'll see. But it just really is just to answer that question. It's going to depend on if you think that you need a hedge. Do you think that this is still in the dip is going to go down further? So then, yeah, it would be a great time to buy it right now. Or do you think that this is the start of a V-shaped recovery for tech? Then it would not be a good time. Oh, hey, appreciate that, Ben. We're doing a one-on-one. Appreciate that. Well, I will email you back and schedule a call. Sounds good to me. I guess Dow is at all-time highs, isn't it? Almost. 321.73, so $1 more. S&P is up 1.7. XLK is up 3.3 almost. What is not doing good? And we're still up 10.5. That's great. None of my leaps on ARK or Apple are below -40%, so that's definitely improved. SPACX, waiting for our orders, I assume. Let's see, working orders. We have a SPACX, Pershing, Buzz, and O. SPACX, Buzz, O, the VAC-Q, that was the other one. See it. VAC-Q was up 3%. So our cost basis is 13. We only have 25 shares. Do it. Expensive. So let's just do $12. Definitely not in a rush on this one. And hopefully we can cost average all the way down to the 50-day. And if it goes up, then that's also good. I'm in force, we're going to do GTC. We're going to try to dollar cost average into these. Let's just put some limit orders, see if it hits. We're not in any rush because the market is still unsure, in my opinion. And if you guys are making money from my picks, please go ahead and send me a screenshot and I will post that up in the Wall of Fame section of the Discord server. Alright. Got 777 in the account. Plan on throwing it at Roblox. Till then, any quick bets? Well, that's happening tomorrow. The Roblox thing is. That's going to be super hot. We are going to be live trading Roblox tomorrow. Never played Roblox. I don't know if I should play Roblox, but if it makes a lot of money, then we're going to be downloading some Roblox and live streaming that. Maybe we should. That would be fun to live stream Roblox. I don't even know what it is. But I know it's a game and it's IPOing. So it could be interesting. The video game industry is huge and it's not getting any smaller. Yeah, that's true. Someone on Twitter just pointed out that we can't even get a GameStop weekly call for $100. So we might need to rethink this, but that's a good point. Of 18%, not gonna be able to get one. Jeez. It's so expensive. What's the point? Jeez. You can't even get it. Even if you put an $800 strike, it still would cost $200. And the IV is 675%. So yes, that is high. That seems like a horrible idea. And then what's the actual volume? I bet you the volume is so high. Let's check. It's got decent volume. I guess that kind of makes sense because that's like the cheapest that we can even get into GameStop beside, well, for all, as far as options. I mean, we might even just have to buy $100 worth of comments in the situation, but that's funny. Check out the other stocks. What's going on? The leader today is going to be Mara. Then Solo. That makes sense. Mara's up 21.8%, and let's just call it 22. What about Bitcoin? 0.46. Okay. So Bitcoin ran up a nice 0.5% today, and Mara's up 20%. Well, I don't know about the quick bets things. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things that we could, but Roblox is going to be a fun one, though. For sure. Roblox, can we see this yet? Wow, it's only cost $0. We should buy it. I don't even know if we should buy it when it opens, though, because, oh man, it's going to be volatile one. Going to be a volatile one. But we're going to put some money in it. And I recommend, we should have just done that. Instead of doing this GameStop thing, we should have just put $100 in Roblox. But I mean, it's different though. It's different. Can't really compare two separate things for sure. But anyways, will be an interesting one tomorrow. Get some Robux, some Roblox. Roblox. Wow, that looks fun. Roblox is an online game platform and game creation system developed by Roblox Corporation. It allows users to program games and play games created by other users. Oh. That's interesting. It's like codable or hopscotch. But it seems like it's a lot more complicated than that. I wonder how I wonder how hard it is to code. I have to. That sounds interesting though. Recently got into it. Those learning to code apps. Roblox is going to be explosive. I also have a feeling. Well, we're gonna do it just for the meme, just for the YOLO, just for the LOL, just for the views. We're doing it just for everything. I don't know how much money I want to put in now, but I'll put some money. So why not? Possible we could do a few 100% tomorrow. So we'll see. Ah. Teach kids basics of coding. Oh, this is great. What age does it start at? Or what level of kids? Is Roblox okay for 4-year-olds? Roblox can be fine for a 4-year-old, but I recommend not having him talk to strangers since they're quite young. Plus, make sure he doesn't play games that may be appropriate. Okay, so you work at a pizza place that may not be appropriate. Work at a pizza place is not appropriate? Yeah, talking to strangers, I mean, but when do you even want your kids, even if they're 13, 14, 15 though, you know what I mean? But everybody in the world is really nice though, I'm sure. Spending time interacting with the toys pays you Robux. My nephews have been obsessed with them for years, very excited about this company. Scales from very young to teenage. You know what? I'm gonna have to watch some videos on YouTube about this. Literally, as soon as I hang up this stream, and then I need to learn more about it before tomorrow's live stream because we're gonna be buying it for sure. This is a big one, and there is a lot of hype. A lot of FOMO will be had tomorrow, and hopefully a lot of money will be made. But yeah, this is definitely a short-term play here. It's gonna be exciting. Might buy this game. Is it? And it's free to play though, isn't it? Anyways, I literally know nothing about this, so I need to learn in the next 16, well, 20 hours or so, 21 hours. So where do I even get this game? Oh. Sign up and start having fun. Is it really that easy? Nice. Oh, it's got apps too? Cool. Well, heck. Alright, alright. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. There are some kids modding games and making money off of the mods, like children modding games. Really? What about the child labor laws? Roblox is basically gaming plus social media for tweens at this point. Alright, alright. Yeah, I need to look into it. I'm probably going to spend a few hours looking into this by tomorrow opening bell. But yeah, I mean, this one is going to be like everybody thinks this is going to the moon. My experience with IPOs, especially ones that are hyped, they sell off. I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't looked so much into this one because I'm not really a video game person. More of like a making money person. So if we can make money on it, then it's cool. Does it have subscriptions for parents? If so, money. Is it though? Yes, I guess we could play this game too, right? It's probably pretty fun. It's more of a like a stress-free, what's it called? Indie type of, just kind of whatever type of game. Just chill and doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm talking all of these things right now and I have no idea about this game. My girlfriend's nephews are obsessed with it as well, but I'm a tiny bit wary that it blew up and had tons of microtransactions because everyone was home gaming. Yeah. From my limited knowledge, basically a zero knowledge, it sounds like it's could be pay to win, but I don't know about that. But I mean the microtransaction, I mean that's okay as an investor. That's great because if they have a high customer retention, it's popular. Kids, there's a lot of kids in this world. If our brokerage can buy, do you have an opinion on whether it's best to wait for the sell-off? I mean, see, that's the thing is we don't really know that it would sell off. But I can say that a lot of them do though, because it's an opportunity for people to take profits that have already invested. So, and some of those people have a lot of shares. So I don't know. That's always hard to say. I cannot predict the future, unfortunately, but it's going to be risky. So this is a 5 risk. I would absolutely say it's 5, maybe even 5 plus. But it's along the lines of a SPAC. So if you're only putting a few $100s into it, then it's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. But if you're really wanting to put some money in this, then yeah, I would wait for the sell-off. But we're gonna be trading it just because it's fun, and we're gonna be trading it for all of the. We're gonna be trading it for the clout, obviously. What little clout we can get, although it might be a lot. We're gonna be doing it. And but as far as my advice would, if you're putting, if you're wanting to, if you like the stock, if you like the company, and you want to do this midterm to long term, then yeah, for sure, wait for it to sell off. It will probably sell off, even if it goes up hundreds of percent tomorrow. But see, that's the thing, we can always get in it, even if we lose a little bit. But and I don't necessarily think it's going to go up hundreds of percent. You just can't say. But I would start getting into it if you're serious about this. Roblox, I'd start getting into it and scale up. Dollar cost average up or down. Don't want to do options. Probably there won't be options anyways. What am I talking about? Too early, but nevertheless, that's gonna be a fun one. And if everybody has an extra $100 or 50, I would put it in there and get your feet wet. I mean, for an IPO. I mean, because if you get experience with it, and this is a big one, this is a very hyped. Even I know about it. So this is a big one, so you'll get some experience trading on an IPO. So it could be interesting just for learning and feeling the pain. Could be interesting. Or maybe the euphoria followed by the pain. So it's always good. And I mean, it's always learning experiences like right now with this tech sell-off. Speaking of which, how are we doing? Doing all right. Wow, Neo is up 13, almost 14%. Yeah, sleep on Neo all you want. 13, 14% is almost nothing compared to how much it's down. Crazy. But still, though, don't sleep on Neo. Actually, that reminds me, for another video idea I had was, I think I might actually just rent a Neo or Wii or a Xiaopeng. Rent it for like a weekend or something and do a really in-depth review over some days. Could get some pretty cool footage of driving around and whatnot, but instead of just going to these stores and the malls and asking to test drive and stuff like that, but it could be cool. I just found out that I don't think that I can even rent the Lees in Shanghai. They're not even available in Shanghai to rent. I'd have to go to another city to rent it. So maybe when I'm in another city I will, if I remember. But possibly I can do maybe a Xiaopeng. But Neo should be easier because they're more common. Xiaopeng would be cool too though, because they have those, what are they called? Suicide doors? Ambo doors or something. Yep, Coinbase IPO. I know that one's gonna be awesome. Coinbase is, I mean, I don't even really recommend using Coinbase, although I do if you're in a rush and you don't really care and you've already made a lot of money on your coins anyways. So paying 2% transaction fees is not really a big deal. 2%, that starts eating away profits really fast. So you can actually day trade on this. But yeah, I mean, it's good to convert money though. Dalt Campbell, yes I do. I have for 10 years. You must be new here. Appreciate you joining for the first time. Must be coming from Reddit, I guess. My Reddit posts have done alright the last 2 days, thankfully. Our options, is that right? Don't forget the Coinbase IPO, yep. That one's gonna be exciting. I've been in crypto for almost 10 years, so I'm pretty excited about that one. Wouldn't that be cool if Binance IPO'd though? But I don't imagine those companies are really interested in doing that, because this, like, the founder of Binance has so much money that why does he even care? And he's got all that tasty BNB, keeps appreciating. What do they even care? But Coinbase, it's a little bit different. Yeah, anyways, I'm thinking about getting one of those cars. Make a nice review on it. Could be cool. But I'm actually supposed to be going to Disney this, so I was getting one to take out to the Shanghai Disney. Could be cool. Hey, appreciate that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I cannot post on Reddit like, "Hey, everybody, come check out my live streams," or "Come check out my Twitter posts." For the blogs on my website, I post. Well, it's the same thing that's on our option. So yeah, I can't actually quote unquote self promote. So, which I understand, kind of. But yeah, I try to be consistent though. Anyways, I'm not planning on doing anything else today, guys. I'm just riding this out, see what we can do, see what it's gonna finish up at. It seems like it will be okay here. I mean, we're definitely getting a lot of green. Oh, Tesla is up 12%. So ARK is what, probably up 8, 9. Must be. ARK is up 7.8, yeah. Interesting. That ARK W is up 7% too. I wonder if position's breaking even. Ooh, needed to go up another 7. That's okay. But I don't even know if I should raise the capital for this 30 shares. I don't want to get 100. I can use this to just get leaps. Or I could just use it to get more Tesla, I guess. Or print. Now that I think about it, could be good too. I mean, our cost basis on print is actually $41. Things are coming up though across the board, and the charts all look pretty similarly bouncing. So yeah, I mean, I could try to pick up print for 37. That might be the last time, knock on wood, that we see it for 37. So I'm only gonna get 20 just in case. Knock on wood, didn't work. Do it. Get this order in. I mean, hopefully that's our last call for dollar cost averaging. But hey, I mean, we can always dollar cost average on the way up, but I wouldn't say I'm necessarily maxed out on it, but I want to raise capital for sure. I was actually planning on raising capital right before the mayhem started. And that didn't work out. But I'm going to have to at one point. So it's just a question of what. So. And it's not going to be Soxel, I can tell you that. Print. Zach, is there a particular app or exchange you recommend for starters to crypto? Yeah. I mean, if you really, really don't know anything, then Coinbase, but it's expensive. 2%. That's really stupid. Just imagine if we had to pay 2% fees to buy stocks. Nobody would do that. Well, I guess some people would do that, but that's crazy. But it depends on where you are. If you're in America, that's the thing. I'm so out of touch. I've lived out of the States for so long. Looking forward to being back. Tell you the truth. Yeah, I mean, Binance, for sure. Go with Binance. Why not? I would definitely recommend Binance, but it depends. If you're comfortable trading with Webull, then you're gonna have no problem with Binance. And even Binance, they have a dumbed down version for like people that don't know what this charts and lines and stuff like that is. I don't even remember what it's called. But yeah, I used to use Binance, but I stopped using it. Now I use a different Chinese one. Although Binance is technically Chinese anyways. But it's the biggest one though in the world, so I would recommend it. Why not? And you can get like 6, 7, 8% APY on your, like, if you just hold Bitcoin or even USDT. So it's like literally like 6, 7 times better than a bank. And there's not like crazy lockup periods. The longest would only be 90 months. You could literally knock up 90 months into the Binance. They have a savings. So you could lock up USDT for 90, sorry, not 90 months. I should have said 90 days. And you're going to get 7%, 6, 7%. And that's USDT. If you don't know, that is tethered to the US dollar. So it's just the same as if you had US dollars in your bank account or something, or in your pocket. But, yeah, and if you want Bitcoin, if you want to hold Bitcoin, I think they pay about 1%. So it's not bad, but there's a lot of creative things we can do to get a lot more than that. With all of the decentralized finance and Stream.finance, it pays a lot. But I mean, I've been in crypto so much, I assume I could probably make a lot more interesting crypto videos. So let me see if I can pull it up. I will. Hey, appreciate that compliment. Dalt Campbell, appreciate it. Spread the word. It really helps me out if you share. If you guys all just share this one time with me, it helps me out because the markets are down so much right now. My views on my videos are doing about the same as they were, but I'm not really getting any rate of growth like I was when the markets were just going up every day. But that's very normal. People tend to not look at their finance stuff when they're losing money. Okay, let's pull up this stuff so I can show you guys. I don't know if you guys know. Let me know if anybody knows what this stuff is. I guess you guys can see that, huh? Not a very clear. Locked. I can change this. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is cream.finance. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but just really quickly, you could put your USDT in here and you get 12%. And USDC, which is another USD coin, is like 30% APY. So ETH is right now pays about 1%. There's a lot of different things like Curve. Man, I used to do a lot of things with those. Not so much anymore. The YUSD. Good times in the DeFi world. And yeah, anyways, so this is, you would actually have like a MetaMask, which it's a ERC20 based wallet where you can keep your ERC20 tokens, which these are, and you would be able to connect your wallet to this DeFi site, the decentralized finance, and earn these crazy interest rates. But the thing is, like, like people, like, it's a decentralized borrowing, so they're borrowing your, for example, USD coin. You're making 12.7%, but they're paying 22% to borrow it. And the liquidity is just crazy. Used to be a lot more though in the DeFi heyday. Not so much anymore. UST? Anyways. So yeah. But it pays a lot. I mean, these fluctuate. It's not fixed. But still, it's pretty good. And yeah, pretty good. It's pretty good. So even with like Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Well, I guess they stopped doing the wrapped Bitcoin. But anyways, ETH2 lock. You could lock your ETHs here. Not a bad idea. You get 10% and you can lock your ETHs in here. I think it's a great idea. I actually should do that, to be honest with you. But I kind of like to be able to trade it and stuff. And moving these things around costs money. Swap pools. Anything interesting? What are we paying here? Okay. 4-year lock. Cream. Probably a good idea on Cream's part, but oof. Anyways, guys, I don't know what you guys know about the centralized finance. This might just be like, you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. I need to go into more depth in explaining it, but another time. Gonna have to be another time. Well, check in on our stuff. Wow, ARK is up 8.5 now. That must mean Tesla is up. Where is Tesla? Be here. Jumia is up 15% now. You killing me, Jumia. Just cut you. Last Thursday. Probably still a good decision though. Would just be breaking even, then I would have lost on the decay. Let's see. Yep, Tesla is up almost 13. That's pretty good. Neo is up 15. Alpung is up 11. Soxel is 14. Oh yes. Nano Dimensions up another 14 today. Well, that one's doing good. Something like this. Okay. Jeez, that was so hard. This one again. Okay. Interesting. Well, hopefully guys, it was the bottom of this tech sell-off, but it might not be, so chill. I'm up 11%, so it looks like my title just predicted the future. Maybe I am a psychic. Maybe we should buy this Roblox tomorrow. Maybe we should do a weekly meme stock just for the LOLs. Love crypto. Crypto is awesome. I've been in it way too long. Investing in stocks and real estate is just a change of pace. But that's how I learned to swing to, what's it called? Oh my god, I cannot think straight. Swing with the punches, take the punches, roll with the punches, sorry. The Chinese and the English is so messed up in my head. But yeah, roll with the punches because of my time in crypto. So this dip was like down like so much. It doesn't really affect me anymore. So numb to it because of the crypto. Just, this is nothing compared to that. I saw crypto go from $20,000, well, Bitcoin from 20,000 to 3,000 in like not a long period of time. So yeah, I remember those times all very well. So feels good. I'm down a lot on leak hauls, so I'd love to see a video on it. I need verification that it's actually Sweet Car. You know, I see them every day, especially that baby blue one. Oof, that was nice. I really like how they look. Definitely looks kind of like a Cherokee, maybe, kind of, or Lincoln, maybe. Maybe I just think it looks like a Lincoln because it has an LI in it. I'd love to hear a good argument why USDT isn't a scam. I mean, why do you think it's a scam? It's tethered to the price of USDT for sure. They have to mint billions and billions and billions of USDT, but also they would have to take some out of circulation too. So I don't really see how it's a scam. Like, scam usually means people are gonna try to cheat your money, and I don't see that with USDT. It's not like it's gonna disappear because we have the control of the wallets. We have the private keys to our wallet, so it's not like anybody can just steal this from you. Trust me, you would have a lot easier time if you actually had USD cash and got mugged than getting scammed over USDT. I don't really know. I mean, am I missing something? What do you mean? As a scam? Like, I understand, like, when USDT, like, I understand the negative sentiment because when USDT first came out, and I thought that was the, you know, at first I thought that was just the end of crypto how we know it, because it gave a really easy out, a very, very, very easy out. if you were holding crypto. So it made it very easy to sell Bitcoin. And that's not a good thing for Bitcoin bulls. So if it's too easy to sell it, then the price can just drop really fast. But before it was, well, and this is back in the day. Before it's like, well, you actually had to convert it to fiat, and people aren't doing that as easily in your bank and everything like that. People aren't doing that because once people buy crypto, they're going to keep the money in crypto no matter if it's in, and obviously not everybody, but there's a huge majority that no matter if it's sell it, then you're going to still have USD coin, USDT. You know, and you're not gonna sell it to your bank because then you'll get taxed on the earnings and the profits and everything like that. So I think, and also there's a lot of people that just don't want, they just want to keep a lot of their money in crypto because they don't really want to know the government to know what's going on with it. You always get those type of people, and back in the day, there was a lot of those type of people. So it just made it super easy. So I understand. I used to hate USDT too, but it is what it is. It's here to stay. I don't think it's a scam, but unless you're referring to the cream.finance 37% APY or 12% APY or something like that, it's also not a scam. I've done it before, so I'm not really sure what you mean. But nevertheless, I'd like to have a conversation about it. That sounds interesting. A quick question: are you looking at, if it was the bottom and you called it yesterday, you said one more day based on the September dip? Yep, it was. Yep, that's right. I did say that. I don't remember exactly what I said. Let me look real quick. Might be a psychic. But no, it's this line that I drew. Yeah, it was one more day. But it would have been today. But technically the bottom would have been yesterday if that's the lowest point. Let's just assume. But it's not necessarily true, because if we move this exact line at the exact slope of decline over to the September dip. So yeah, the last day was a green day before it started coming up. Although it opened a lot lower than the previous red day. So, but that literally is exactly how long it was. So, I mean, I'm not vicious. I haven't heard anybody talking about that, although I've heard basically everybody talking about comparing this to the September dip. So, obviously, I'm drawing my line and seeing how far will this go. And if what we are seeing is the bottom, then that was pretty dead accurate. Well, technically it was over here. Technically it was on Friday, but it went up a lot though. Anyways, doesn't matter. Go down to the 4 hour, probably give us a better. Yeah, I mean, actually, that is pretty accurate though. That's so crazy. Like, what are the chances of that though? Anyways, the QQQ staying above 310. So that's great news. That is key. I'm afraid to like shut this live stream down though. Every time I do that, it just seems like my portfolio just goes cliff diving. Everything is going so well. I mean, Mara is up 26%. It's hard not to want to buy that though, and even I've been so against it. I'm more interested in like EBTC. The grayscale Bitcoin. I think, oh yeah, that is. I would be more interested in that, but and that's only up 7%. But I mean, 7% is pretty good. Bitcoin is not up that much today. Only up 0.6. I mean, to be fair, it's hard not to do that. Hard not to be tempted, even with options and whatnot. But wait for one more red day and then just go YOLO in some cheap option. Month out. Throw some money on it. But that's hundreds of dollars. I don't even know if I want to do it. Prefer to like, it costs $800. I prefer to just buy $800 of Bitcoin or something. And you could always leverage Bitcoin at like 5x on finance and do a lot more than that. Literally could do. I know a way you can leverage buying Bitcoin by 1,000%, 1,000x. So 1,000x leverage. If anybody is interested, hit me up. So I mean, I wouldn't do 1,000, but you can easily do 100x. If you just really want to like gamble. But you know, the funny thing is, I had like I don't remember if it was a 10x for Bitcoin or something, but I had it one on Binance, and I forgot I had money in it, and then I checked back and it was like a few $1,000s. It wasn't much. It had gone up. It was only a couple $100s I forgot about. And all of a sudden I checked back. I'm like, wait a minute, I've got $1,000, a couple $1,000s in here. I took it out, but I still left like $20, $50 or so. I checked back like a few months later and it was like $1,000 again. I'm like, hey, just the money's growing on the tree. Long story short, if you just want to tuck some stuff away in Bitcoin, you could do a couple $100s on a 10, 20x for Bitcoin and just literally forget about it for a few months. GBTC has a minimum requirement of 50,000 to buy in. Really? Really? We're about to check this out. 1. Oh wait, that's Mara. That'd be cool if it had to. Okay, we're gonna buy 1 at security is not tradable on Webull. You can close out your exit. Okay. Not traded on Webull. Okay. Interesting. Forget about that then. Just the miners I'm just so nervous about because I was in the mining. And those were stressful days. Bitcoin mining is, I mean, it's obviously good right now if it's going up, but look, Bitcoin doesn't always go up. Those mining stocks are going to get, I mean, they're just going to implode. People talk like, oh, well, Bitcoin would need to go down to like $40,000 for to not be profitable. Like, oh, Bitcoin would need to go down to like $35,000 for it not to be profitable. So far away. What's the chance of that? What's the chance of Bitcoin going down to 30? So yeah, I would just be careful with that. Yeah. Yeah, that's more of a actively managed fund for sure. Grayscale. I mean, you can go to their website, maybe check it out if anybody's interested, but there's literally no point in that because you could just buy Bitcoin yourself. Imagine that. You could just literally, if you're really interested in getting diversity, you just buy the top 10 coins of market cap and then weight them like Bitcoin 60%, ETH 30%, and then 10% just in whatever. Whatever. Doesn't really even matter. Because if Bitcoin and ETH are moving, everything else is. Usually in the long term, if you zoom out. So but you literally don't need actively managed crypto. You guys want, I can do it for you. And that's actually what I used to do. That was my company that I had in Shanghai. I was one of the first crypto hedge funds, foreign owned in Shanghai. That's how I got started back in the day. Back when Bitcoin was $200. Good times. So yeah, I'm very wary about those things because I've seen the good days, I've seen the bad days, and right now is a good day, but all good days eventually come to an end. So I'm a little bit careful. And the last time I dipped like buy some. When it goes back up, start taking your profits. As simple as that. But now, most of the profits have been taken and it's on the way back up. So on the way back up to all-time high. So we'll see if it can push above it. We'll see, guys. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and check out the links in the description. Please smash that like. It really does help me out. Like I said, share this. Just if every single person here just shares it doesn't matter where, just let someone know, then it really can help out. Because this is some pretty transparent trading I'm doing. I'm basically filming everything, all of my moves, and and spending a decent amount of time on the research and the write-ups that I do. Not to mention the videos. So I really would appreciate that if you just shared it with one person, because during times like this, traffic is down. Finance. So we'll see. Ever consider a video on your financial journey to self-sufficiency? Yes, I have. I'm thinking about it. It's in the making. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, appreciate it. Share it around on your Twitter, on your social, on your Instagram, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just tell your BFF. It doesn't matter. But anyway.